Glasgow Warriors went into this game fourth in the table after a couple of recent setbacks at home to Munster and Dragons. But Gregor Townsend's side had an excellent away record this season, with just one defeat at Toulon in the Heineken Cup on record, and they had the boost of the return of 7 Scottish internationals to their side for this one. Ospreys started the evening second in the table, and having only suffered defeat at home once all season, that reverse came against Ulster in October. Steve Tandy's free-scoring side showed 3 changes from the team that beat Zebre last time, with Tom Davies getting a first Pro 12 start at fly half. Tom Isaacs and Morgan Allen also came into the starting 15. The visitors made a positive start to the game, and when Ospreys were penalised in their own territory in the 3rd minute, Ruaridh Jackson dispatched the penalty for an early 3-0 Glasgow lead. Jackson passing the 300 Pro 12 point mark with that kick. That's how it remained until the 17th minute, when Ospreys finally got a foothold in the game. Isaacs played a central part in the try with a tremendous break before finding winger Jeff Hassler outside him, and the Canadian international dashed over the line for his 3rd try of the league campaign. Isaacs doing really well to hold off the Glasgow tacklers before feeding Hassler a fine try, and well converted by Davies for his first ever Pro 12 points to give Ospreys a 7-3 lead. At the other end, another Jackson penalty, this one from 35 metres, brought Glasgow back to within a point of the home side. But within a couple of minutes, Ospreys got it back to a 4-point cushion when Davies confidently stroked a drop goal over from a central position. And the IRB World Under-20 Player of the Year made it 13-6 when he kicked a penalty from a similar distance on 34 minutes. This would be the last score of the half. Ospreys a converted try ahead at the break. Into the second half, after a wonderful offload by Ospreys hooker Scott Baldwin to Richard Fussell, in the ensuing phase, Warriors were penalised for not releasing in the tackle. It gave Davies the chance to extend Ospreys' lead. His kick was good, and it made it 16-6 after 54 minutes. It was looking comfortable for the Welsh side, and shortly after that they were on the attack inside Glasgow's 22 when the ball broke loose and Warriors swooped. Initially the passing was a little scruffy, but when Sean Lamont took it up, he only had one thing on his mind. He made ground into the Ospreys half before finding Chris Cusiter outside him, and the scrum half had a clear run to the line for his side's first try of the evening. A poor score for Ospreys to concede when on the attack, but Lamont played a starring role in the move before Cusiter's name went up in lights. Jackson missed the conversion, but it was a 5-point game, 16-11 in favour of Ospreys. Just past the hour mark, Glasgow moved to within 2 points of the lead with a very well struck penalty from distance from Stuart Hogg. There was plenty to spare on this one, despite being close to halfway, 16-14. In the 64th minute, Baldwin was shown yellow for infringing in the scrummage. With Ospreys down to 14, the visitors capitalised. They stretched the Welsh rearguard, and when Ryan Wilson drove at the line, it gave DTH van der Merwe the opening to dive over in the corner. Good work from the other Canadian international winger on the pitch, his 2nd try of the season. And although the TMO was called into action, there was very little doubt that the try was good. Jackson converted to put Warriors 21-16 ahead with just over 10 minutes remaining. And Glasgow closed out the game right at the death with a 3rd try. Substitute Wilson, back in the side after a 5-month absence with a shoulder injury, made a real impact, forcing his way over the line, securing the win for the visitors and denying Ospreys a losing bonus. Great to see Wilson back playing again, and it left Jackson with the easiest conversion to leave a final score of 28-16. A setback and a rare home defeat for Ospreys. Glasgow back to winning ways and happy to welcome the return of their Scottish internationals. Final score at the Liberty Stadium: Ospreys 16, Glasgow Warriors 28.